Hello students, I am here to discuss about the environment education of your class 8, and we discuss today chapter 1, environment and our life. So see, environment means surrounding of us. It means, how to define environment? Environment is defined very simply that the condition in which a person animal or plants live. A person, animal or plants live. So this is really a surrounding around us is called our environment. It is not a simple thing. It has broad sense. It means it gives us a broadness. It means what is present around us is not limited things. It is of different. There is different type of things present around us, like water, air, land, vegetation, livestock and wild animals, energy resources. In spite of that, so many other things are there, but we will discuss these things in better way today regarding the discussion of environment. So see, water. As you know, water is the prime need of all living beings. Not only human beings, either plants or other organisms also require water for their daily activities. So this water comes from its sources. Different sources of water is there, and they supply us this precious liquid. So if it is not present for our use, what happens? What type of difficulty you face in that time? So really, water is required to us in daily life, and really it is very precious for our life existence. So water comes from rain and other sources like river, like pond, like ditches, like oceans. Means different source of water is there, but all water sources are not for our use. We use water which are really sweet water, means not saline water. Marine water is saline, but here water of our river, lake, pond, well, which we use underground water, they are the water which are really used by us, and this is enough for our use. But due to different activities of human beings, these particular things become polluted, and due to not recharging the water, this resource become scarce from our nature. So to protect or conserve it and to secure our requirement of water for future, we have to maintain its balance by allowing the nature to cycling the water in proper way, by recharging the water bodies of our surroundings. So this is the different type of activities done by us. If we desire, if we want, then water will be available for every time or for future without any type of scarcity of it. But our activities should be proper regarding the conservation, protection, recharging of water and water bodies. Now see, air. Air is another resource. It means it is really useful to us and given by the environment. So you know, atmosphere is the surrounding area of the earth by air. This is the earth, and it is surrounded by the atmosphere. This is the atmosphere. Atmosphere surrounds our earth blanket of air over the earth's surface. It is very useful to us because it helps us to make the earth ambient. Ambient means the condition or the temperature of earth become proper. If there is no ambient condition of our earth, then after we are unable to do the activity of maintain the temperature on earth. So temperature maintaining is also one of the cause. Due to lack of atmosphere, our other planets are unable to make life, secure life. So there is no existence of life because of this condition. So necessary, atmosphere is necessary, and it is very fruitful to us for keeping ourselves on earth. Atmosphere contains oxygen. It is useful for our respiration. Plant also use carbon dioxide, which is also formed from the atmosphere or the air. They also have nitrogen for the activity of making the earth or our earth become secure from burning due to presence of nitrogen in it. So nitrogen is highly amount, is 78% nitrogen present here. So they protect our earth from the burning. But different things, air also help us to keeping moisture, temperature control, and also evaporate water and then allow to precipitate. So cloud formation. So atmosphere is the other resource that provide us different life existing capability. Third one, that is land. So you know, every activity of human beings present on land. Without land, they are unable to do activities. So on land, they are able to do activity like making their construction, houses. They do agricultural activities on it, and they also do the activity of making roads, making railways, transporting system, or the different type of activities we can do. Industrialization. So the land is the proper thing on which we can establish all the activities of our human beings. So land is the environmental things and the solid part of the earth. Crust, so they are useful to us for different purposes. So after that, it also provides the vegetation. Environment provides vegetation. Due to vegetation, we are able to eat. We are able to maintain our requirement of nourishment or food. So vegetation is present on earth, and this vegetation makes sure that we get the energy-giving substances as a food material. Vegetation also helps us to maintain the climatic condition of nature. So climate control also takes place by the help of vegetation, because vegetation makes them proper, and due to vegetation means due to plants, or they can do transpiration, and this transpiration make the cloud, and this cloud when precipitate help to cycling the water. So vegetation fulfill the requirement of our food as well as climatic control. When there is water cycling properly, all the vegetation become the properly growth or healthy. Next one is the livestock and wild animal. See, livestock are very useful to support our agricultural activities, or they also help us to do the activity of production of different type of animal products or food products. These food products are mainly that is the proteinous things. They also provide us the different type of fatty substances. They also provide us different type of other things which is really the helpful for the activity of agriculture or other things. So livestock are not only for food production, they also help us in agriculture. They also help us to making the compost, other things. They also help us to do the activity of our own life existing capability or capacity. Energy resources. Energy resources regarding energy. We know the sun is the ultimate source of energy, but really the sun helps us in converting their energy to other forms also. So apart from the sun, the fossils are the source of energy for us, and these energy sources help us to do the activities like industrial activities, like the transporting activities, like the activities of energy efficient process. So this is the energy resources given by the environment. The environment supports us in different ways, in different activities of our own. We nowadays, modern time, we cannot support it by our own way. Means we are unable to support because we do not desire to support them. So each and every person or the well-wisher of environment, we should care it. How we care it? By our own effort. What effort we require? So effort required to uplift it. So if we know how environment become degraded, then after we are able to uplift them in proper way. So what are the causes of environmental degradation? See, here is the causes of environmental degradation. Causes of environmental degradation. The first cause is our population explosion. Population explosion. Really, it is very serious cause, and if it is not controlled, after few years, we are unable to maintain our earth in a balanced way. So necessary to control over it for a smooth functioning of the system. So population explosion makes demand of all the things multiply, like the food requirement, it is demanded more and more if population grow. The supportive resources also required more and more for our developing population. So food as well as their living place, as well as their all the required things for their life existence is multiplied. That is the pressure exerted on our environment for fulfilling the requirement of their need. So Gandhiji told that environment can fulfill our need, not the greed. Today we are not the needy one, we are really the greedy one. This greed makes our environment filthy or dirty. So to uplift the environment for its betterment, for its balance, we have to control over population. Next one, that is deforestation. Very easily understood. Deforestation. Deforestation means the activity of cutting of forest. This is really anti-activity of environment. It means negative activity regarding the environment. So this is necessary to fulfill the requirement of wood for making paper, for making different type of wooden commodities. But really, if you cut the trees without thinking, immature trees you can cut, then forest become barren, and this forest help us in different way indirectly. So deforestation is also a cause of the environmental degradation. So please allow the trees to grow in nature, because tree always help us. Whatever it is not fruit giving tree, it gives timber, If it is not timber giving trees, it gives oxygen. So every time they support us, they never take any things from us, but really indirectly or directly they provide us things. So forest should be protected and it should be maintained. At least 30%, 33% forest is required for balance in nature. Next thing, that is pollution. Nowadays, pollution is the great problem. Pollution, and it is the problem of created by human beings. Human being is the main culprit who create this pollution problem. So pollution is really in high rate. So pollutants come out and they destroy our air, our water, soil. Sometimes they also create noise pollution. Sometimes they create radioactive pollution. So these are the pollution. And if the pollution present or the air is polluted, water is polluted, soil is polluted, then what happens with us? So we can't think that if we do this unnecessary activity for destroying or for making our air impure, that will return back to us. So if you pollute the air, that air is also useful for your respiration. Then after your polluted air will come again to you as the polluted gas, and you also suffer from them. So human being on self is the make their activities negative for them. If water is polluted, what happens? That water comes to us as potable water, and we are able to drink the water, dirty water or polluted water, and become unhealthy. If soil is polluted, that soil also gives pollution of soil takes place mainly by the help of chemicals. So these chemicals like insecticides, pesticides, these are the different chemicals, and we use so many type of fertilizers today. Fertilizers. So these things are really not good. Nowadays, agriculture activities, farmers think that if we provide more fertilizer, there is more product, and more product means more economic benefit. But really, it hampers the soil quality. If chemical is added more and more inside the soil, it degrades the organic nature of the soil, and finally the soil becomes saline. Soil becomes unable to produce the crop. So their fertility becomes over. So necessary to maintain the fertility of the soil, we have to use fertilizer less and less. We have to use insecticide, pesticide very less or no. In spite of that, we can use compost. That is biofertilizer. We can use biopesticides. Biopesticides cannot harm the soil. So this is the pollution created by us, and finally it returned back to us. So why we do that type of activities which are really hamper our health? So necessary to control over it. Now the activity of human pollution create harm to us. Use of harmful chemicals, changing of land use. Nowadays, land use pattern, change in land use pattern, change in land use pattern. We know we are developing, really we are developing, but development takes place in which sacrifice? So see, earlier there were so many type of activities takes place for agricultural upliftment. Nowadays, agricultural activities go down. Agriculture activities go down, and the activity of other things like the industry, the transportation, this road or other things like the urbanization become more and more. So industries become uplifted, urbanization uplifted, and activities go down. So what is this? This is the activities which are really anti-environmental activities and makes our environment filthy. So we think about the environment with positive sense and try to uplift the environment. And if you do not uplift it, you cannot disturb it. So thank you. In next class we will discuss about the